I would like to also ask you, in the wake of the November terrorist attack in Paris, to what degree do you believe that ISIS will continue to attempt to infiltrate the refugee flows?
Ma'am, I think that they are doing that today. I think that, as you know, when we, over a year, maybe even as much as 2 years ago, when we had refugee flows that were not completely consistent, but probably more legitimate refugees fleeing non-responsive governments, ungoverned spaces, civil war, terrorism. What we have seen growing in the past months and year is that in that flow of refugees, we see criminality, terrorism, and foreign fighters, and I know that doesn't sound like a distinction, but I see a distinction in the latter too. And so this criminality, the terrorists, and the returning foreign fighters are clearly a daily part of the refugee flow now.
So this is a real risk, obviously, both to Europe and ourselves as we look at this refugee issue, and something that we need to be very careful about in terms of screening, and also making sure, especially with the number of refugees flowing both into Europe and also some of them coming here, that we're very careful about this. Would you agree with that?
Ma'am, I think we need to be careful about all flows of these refugees. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I would like to ask, what specific steps have we taken in European Command to ensure that Moscow doesn't gain a military advantage as a result of its development of ground-launched cruise missiles in violation of the INF Treaty? And this violation has been something that has been noted many times in this committee over the last couple of years.
Ma'am, thank you for that question. And I think you have heard, actually in testimony before this committee, the Secretary of Defense's plan on how to address that. At an unclassified level, he lays out 4 steps, and that's what we're doing. We're at, or 5 steps, and that's what we're doing. Again, at a classified level, I'd love to have my staff get with yours over those steps.
That would be helpful. What I haven't seen, though, maybe I'm missing it, I haven't seen us really press Russia or call them out on this in a very strenuous way. Am I missing something?
Ma'am, we are, I guess that's a question of degree. We are calling them out, and the State Department and others who deal with this in the treaty realm are the first and primary voices now, and I would not want to speak for their efforts at this point.
Well, I look forward to also hearing more in the classified setting about our response, but I continue to remain concerned. Russia has essentially blown off the INF Treaty and what it means for, obviously, the protection of us and our allies.
Ma'am, we'll have the staffs connect so that the classified piece can be done.
Thank you.